What's up, my little angels? It is Angel, and today I'm going to be talking about the video that I have made talking about she messed with the whole server. And yes, that video was not fake and it was very real. So we're going to talk about that video and share some real information with you instead of the other girl who she's talking about, especially because she has this channel called Buki Networks, and she decides to call me out talking about she's trying to play the victim just because I called her big. That doesn't mean you can call other people fat. So let's start to the top, and let's start where it actually began before I was even recording. So I was trolling in Makeup as this like really big avatar. I was just trolling and just making. I was going to make a video off of it, just trolling as a mom, not mom, trolling as like saying like you snatched my wig, how dare you, and then like change the avatar and make it look bald. But no, we're not going to get into all that. But I decided to not to do that and just leave the game because I was getting a little bit stressed on how all these videos are just getting all like just all these videos, just making all these videos. So I just decided to join a really fun game called Mukbang Experiences, and it just went down really low. And like I was just minding my own business. I was just eating and stuff because it's a mukbang game. You're supposed to. And then my friend Kai the Miracle, that's what his username is, he joins me and I see a bunch of his friends, and I guess those were his friends, I guess, because they have her added. But yeah, and then once they join, some girl with the name of SPWM_Buki, I think that's what her username is called. She joins me, not joins me, but she comes up to my table, stands on my table while I'm in the middle of trying to eat my food and relax. So I was stressed of all the videos of me making, and I was just trying to relax to listen to all those sounds and stuff. And I just wanted to eat in peace. And she just comes up to me being rude and stuff, just calling me freaking big and stuff like I did something wrong. Nobody did anything to you, and you're just saying stuff like no one did nothing to you. And then you're trying to play the victim as me just doing stuff as I didn't even do anything wrong to you. It doesn't make any sense. And then my friend Iconic joined me, and then I told her what happened, and I asked if she wanted to make a video of me, especially because that was a perfect thing to make an awareness video of people being bullied and stuff, so they can hear this message, especially because this is another message that I'm going to hear, that you guys are going to hear, and I want everybody to hear this. So if you are being bullied, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. It is okay. You can always say something, because it's not okay for what they're doing to you. And if they're like physically bullying you, pushing you around, punching you, then you have the right to do something. It doesn't matter if your mom or father yells at you for it, or if you get suspended. Just know what you did was right. And if someone doubts you, don't even care. Because when you stand up for something, they're gonna stop bothering you. And from experience, they're gonna stop bothering you. Unless you say something, they're gonna stop bothering you. Cause it was just random. And it's unnecessary for people to call you big for no reason. Especially because especially even if you don't even know them. They're saying slow down, it's not that good. Is it good, fatty? Is it good, big back? Like, that is super rude. Why would you say that? And it was unnecessary. I was just trying to eat my food. You think, and then she said it was a joke. Jokes are supposed to make people laugh. I wasn't laughing. I was legit, like, shocked. Like, I was genuinely going to get pissed off. I was genuinely pissed off at the moment because I was very stressed at the time too. And I was just I didn't know what to say. I just said anything. And then look at that comment. You saw that comment. She said, I don't know what she said, but she was like, "Girl, I don't care. I think she said I wasn't bullying nobody when she clearly was." And she wants to seem like it's a joke. It's not a joke. Bullying is not a joke. And if it was a joke, I would have been laughing. Jokes are supposed to make people laugh, not to make them cry or to make them feel like they're not good for themselves or to make people feel like they are not good enough or to make people feel like they are not allowed to be on earth. Like, people are the reason that people like to commit suicide and harm themselves, cut themselves just because of people and words. Words can be very harmful and really hurtful sometimes. So guys, like, think before you say things, because that can really hurt somebody's feelings, especially because you don't know what they're going to in that moment. Especially because I was under a lot of pressure and just a lot. I just had to make a whole bunch of videos in this same week, and I still had to make a whole bunch of videos. But I just want to get all this off my chest. But back to the thingy, my friend Iconic joined. I told her all about it, and I decided to make a video. And as you saw in that intro when I was making that video, you saw me chatting to her, talking about we should make this video, and saying let's do the intro first. And then when we were doing the intro, you saw the girl jumping on our heads, just trying to be in the video, just begging for attention and just being obsessed. Yes, I called you obsessed because you kept bothering us while we were in the middle of the intro. Mind you, it had nothing to do with you. You don't need to be in the intro. So, I made the video about her, and I don't care if she makes one about me. You can make one about me all you want. But I know what's right, and I'm not going to stand for bullying. And if it ever happens again, I'm just going to block you and report your account again. I don't care what it is. I'm going to still report you. And I'm going to block you. Probably even report your YouTube channel. And I don't stand for it. But as you saw in that video, that we were just arguing, so there's no point even talking about that. We were all just arguing. You can see our chats and stuff. You can see what we were talking about and our mics and stuff. So there's no point in really talking about that. But you can watch that video again, and I'm talking about everything in that video that happened. I just didn't get to record that the first part when she came up to me on my table, and I didn't get to. I was already I was editing another video in that whole situation. I was editing a whole other video. That's why I was barely responding. I muted her, and then she started sitting on my table, and I was on my mic talking about you're muted, and then I just muted myself and just went back to editing and eating. And yeah, but if you're being bullied, you are hurt, and it is okay to be bullied. And don't talk about my avatar. I don't know why it's like this. The head size is so much bigger. It doesn't usually look like that. This is what my actual avatar looks like literally. But if you're ever being bullied, don't be afraid to stand up. Be brave for yourself, and it is okay. It happens all the time. It happens to a bunch of people. But don't put yourself down because other people are miserable. Remember, you're always a crazy, amazing thought. Love you, angels. Bye-bye. Stay in the video. Bye.
High volume. High volume.
Am I really that?